Hello, and welcome back to M&B Warband, episode 5 by Angel Angel. We are now at day 39, and it's almost morning here. Or what it is morning. Anyway, last time we were fighting a bunch of sea raiders, and as you can see, we leveled up quite a bit in our little tent. There's some pretty good armor. The armor looks pretty sweet, doesn't it? There's facial pictures here. Sun hitting, morning sun hitting this. Good armor, like, I think it looks great, the details are great here. Anyway, our stats are getting quite good. I mean, in my opinion, these stats are crappy, but compared to the units around me, they're actually not bad. As you can see, our stats on our best Khergit guy here, not that good, 130. And our stats on our lancer here, yeah, wow, they're still quite good. Kind of accurate, you know. Um, this time, we will continue expanding our army, upgrading our companions, and fighting sea bears. However, I will also be doing a lot of trading, and I hope I can set up an enterprise. I've been thinking me wasting all this money on this armor. I mean, sure, it's good, but it's not really game changing, you know. So it would be way better to spend 4,000 in area than paying for a bigger army. Because if I'm thinking, if I go and hire a bunch of lancers, I can easily take on like guys like this guy. I mean, okay, this guy's quite tough, but as soon as he lost, then he won't have that good of an army, you know. I'll also be checking the prices in all the cities. So I feel like go and do that now. So I'm gonna go to a red check here. We go to the town first. I also want to do a lot of Germans. So we're gonna try and do that. Let's talk to this traveler here. Let's just talk to this guy and talk to him. Traveler. Meeting his friend. Looking like the kind of person who would do well to know me. I travel a lot at all across Calvadia and keep an open ear. I can provide you information that you might find useful for a medium price, of course. Okay, what can you tell me about this land? Calvadia is divided into rival kingdoms, which can neither manage to live in peace with their neighbors nor completely eliminate them. As a result, there is seldom a break to bitter wars which plague the land and drain its lifeblood. That plague this land and drain its lifeblood. Well, at least this must be a good place to be for an adventurer such as yourself. With some luck and skill, you can make a name for yourself here, amass a fortune perhaps, or gain great power. Opportunities are endless and so are the rewards if you're willing to risk your life for them. Tell me more about these opportunities. The kingdoms will pay good money for mercenaries if they're engaged in a war. If you've done a bit of fighting, speaking with one of their lords will probably result in being offered a mercenary contract. However, the real rewards come if you can manage to become a vassal to a king. A vassal can own villages, castles, and towns and get rich with the taxes and the revenues of these estates. Normally, only nobles of a realm own land in this way, but in time of war, a king will not hesitate to accept someone who distinguished herself on the battlefield as a vassal and grant her the right to own land. Oh yeah, isn't there something about you have to have a higher? I think you cannot even own land as a female, but I think you can, but you just need to have an insanely amount higher renown, much higher than usual. It's not unheard of for adventurers to renounce allegiance to a Calvadian king altogether, declare themselves kings, and claim land in their own name. This is a difficult path, however, as the great nobles of a land with their long ancestries are not likely to accept such upstarts as their monarch. Such rulers would need to be very careful in establishing their right to rule, or they would be set upon from all sides. Great to be fun to be at war with all the factions at once, and just attack everything. Anyway, it might be easier for an adventurer like yourself to pledge support to an existing king's rival. There are many such pretenders in Calvadia, those who are born to a white family who go around and stir up trouble saying they have a better claim to a throne than the current king. If those claim holders could find supporters, they could easily start civil wars and perhaps even replace the king one day. Interesting, where can I find these claim holders? A claim holder's life would be in danger in his own country, of course. Therefore, they usually stay at rival courts, raising support and hoping to find someone willing to champion their cause. I usually hear news about some of them and may be able to tell you their location with some precision. But of course, I would ask for a little something for such a service. Do I want to do that right now? Not right now. I think my favorite civil war That's a good question actually. I actually haven't tried it with the Khergits, but I can imagine that could be kind of fun. Could definitely also be fun with the Khergits. These guys, yeah, it's just average. The Nords, I absolutely love it with the Nords because it's just a fucking slugfest, you know. Um, the Swazians is also fun, and the Warlocks can also be sort of fun because no horses. The Swazians, that's like the wheels of all sort of shit happening. And the Nords just fucking slugfest. So I'd say Swazians number one because you have everything, you know, and then Nords two because it's needed. Though I am inclined to almost say the Nords actually. But it can rely a lot on just who has the numbers. If the guys are just at least not trained footmen or something. Um, while here a lot of horses can help, and even crossbows. Yeah, I actually think it might be even. I mean, I want to say Swadia because I feel like it's the Crusader faction, like a combination of England and France and so on. But the Nords, I mean, there's cool fights in sieges and the battles. It's just what I love. So I might actually say the Nords. Yeah. Anyway, I still miss the old Mana Blade map. This one is also cool. The old one is it's really fun though. And that time, the Khergits and Warlocks were close together. I think it was Khergits. I actually forgot what castle was it I defended back then. Might have been Tulbuk Castle, I'm not sure. It could also be a Sugan. Or Distar, I think it was Distar Castle. I'm not sure though. Anyway, let's check for prices here now. First off, I need to hear where there is a tournament. Because we can definitely do them now. Oh shit, I should. Fuck. Wait. Talk to me again. Wait, talk to me again. Hello, Malina. Good to see you again. No, I want to see what they said. God damn it. Maybe I can do it on another place. I should have waited for you. I'm sorry. Tournaments are going to be held at Uxhal, Tulga, and Nara. They're there as soon as we come, I think. Okay, access. You hear. Wait, hold on. Go to Marketplace. You head towards the Marketplace. Access the local prices. You overhear sales discussions about the price of trade goods across the local area. Listen closely, trying to work out the best deals around. I thought you usually would put your trade skill or something. Ah, there we go. As a party member with the highest trade skill 4, you try to figure out the best goods to trade in. You find out the following. Actually, this is not what I wanted. This is good. First, the prices here are just not really anything special. So what I will do instead is I will talk to the guildmaster. I need to hear about the shortages. The shortages. Shortages? There? Can't see that. Oh, there's a chest there. Look at that. I'm not gonna take that. I could sell it. I don't want to take it. I feel it's more of a, just a fun thing I added. So I don't want to use it. It doesn't make sense, you know. Oh, guildmaster. I like these towns when you go into them, the atmosphere, and you can hear the dogs barking and so on. The inn and... Oh, the hell is he? This town is small as shit. These old streets are fucking blocked. Oh, there he is. Hello, stranger. You seem to be new to Vetchik. I'm a guildmaster for town. How's trade around here? We have shortages of wool, 1422, iron, 1114, hides, 1406, date food, 1125, grade, 1395, olives, 1228 grain, 1265 chicken, 1179 pork, 1196, and some other commodities. Okay, so we'll note this down. Now, if you don't know what this is, I will explain it to you. All these things, of course, are different items: wool, iron, hide, state fruit, grapes, olives, grain, chicken, pork, and so on. That's the different items, right? And now the number that is what's it called, parenthesis, like wool, and then it says 1422. That's the amount of money you get for that item. You don't get 1422 dinars, but think of it this way: wool has a base price. It has a base price in the game, and that base price is 100%. Because a base price, like, yeah, it has a base price, and you make that base price on, then you convert the base price to percentages, right? So base price obviously is 100%. But then some places will need more wool, other places will need less wool, you know? So these guys, it says 1422. Now 100% is 1,000 here. That's how it works. They could have just made it with 100, but this way it's more accurate. So 1,000 is the base price. So when it says wool 1422, it means that these guys will pay 42.2% more for wool. So let's say the base price is 100. Well, then these guys will pay 142 dinars. But that's only for the first item. As soon as I sell these guys a wool, and then if I go check with this guy again, then it would not be 1422. Then it might be 1350, for example. So this is a really good way to get information about where you can do trade without asking, without listening to the other traders about, oh, where can I sell some stuff here and so on, you know? Because that can also vary. So I'm going to note down here. I'm going to have a piece of paper in my in real life. I like to include real life stuff. Also, if I play horror games and there's a map, sometimes I remember I played Penumbra and I would sit in the dark and listen, and I wouldn't pause the game or anything, and I would watch around and so on. And meanwhile, I would be trying with barely any light on, and then draw a map. And I would only draw that map because I was offered a pen and some paper in the game. I had a note block. So I drew that whole map off and then used my map in real life to try and do it. I really like to do that sort of thing. Anyway, now note it down here with Vivachik. And I wrote shortages for all these things here as a topic name. Shortages, Vivachik, and then we're gonna note down wool. And we're gonna say 1400. I'm just gonna say. Anything else worth? You see, iron, you get 10% more. No, you don't really get anything for that, but you do have hides. 1400. Grapes also good here. Actually, instead of noting down wool, hides, and grapes, I could try and make symbols on them. That might actually be easier to visually see rather than read. That might be kind of cool. I should try and make a guide online on that, maybe. Maybe use symbols like that. Anyway, you're gonna say grapes 1400 as well. I'm gonna say olives 1200. Grain 1200. And I'm gonna say pork 1200. Chicken is just too low for me. So that's what we're gonna do, and then we're gonna move in. We're not gonna do more here. Roads around here are very dangerous. Wow, what? You've heard that travelers coming from Vision were attacked on the road a short while ago by unknown assailants. Okay. I thought it said assassins. There's little news about the caravan routes to the towns of Veyradin, Kudan, Verchik, and nearby parts. But no news is good news, and those are therefore considered safe. Okay. I'll talk to you some other time, get some more knowledge. Okay, we'll leave now. Just save, and we'll continue. Alright, so you know what, let's go to Verchik. Let's see if we can find any guys to slaughter meanwhile. There's some guys over here. Just takes forever to get them.
You have on your shoulders.
Okay, now, oh shit, this is a bad map, huh? I'm only gonna send away my bodyguards. Where are they? I wanted to beat them alone actually, but this seems a bit tricky. Wow, this map is fucking terrible for me. Yeah, I'm gonna send in everyone anyway. And there we go, they're moving. Kinda like our armor. Like, we're out of stage. I always like to do that, like, stages and then talk about how strong my companions are. Like, are they very light infantry? Are they light infantry? What are they? Are they heavy infantry? Super heavy infantry? I mean, personally here, I would say I'm a light heavy armor troop. These sea raiders I would call heavy armor, heavy infantry, but they're probably just medium really. Yeah, I call myself. Well, I call myself. Well, it's not too good. I'll call myself heavy light infantry. Nah, that doesn't make sense. Medium infantry, light heavy infantry, something like that. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't call myself. Well, medium infantry probably. Heavy medium infantry, or just medium infantry. One of the two. Okay, so we're getting a little bit of experience. It would be fun to see how much experience we could give out in total. Oh, look at this sword. Is that a charger? No. Okay, let's go to the tavern. Ah, yes. Good. Course, it would be fun to see how much money I stole to them if you calculate for me. Otherwise, I could calculate myself each episode. Greetings to you, most low level. What is it you do? Well, we don't. I don't even think we need them. Do we? Maybe I can persuade my fucking guys. I don't, oh, okay, cool. I should try and do that sometime. Take a walk around the streets. Ah, I think he's up here. I can turn up the volume a little bit. There he is. How's trade around here? Okay, so apparently a lot of Nords. Well, these guys down here need. Ah, that makes sense that the fishing towns need wool because of the ships and so on, maybe. And fishing. I'm not gonna note down here. Trick. Maybe I should do it at another place so this can be vaguer. Well, the towns might change. I should probably do it in alphabetic order actually. But I can cut it out later and then put them in alphabetic order. Anyway, Virtrik. So, wool 1550. Dried meat. $12.50, I'm gonna say. Grain is very good here. Very good. We might even find something in the villages. 1500. Chicken and pork is also very good here. 1400. 1400. So we could, for example, buy pork and chicken in Vivachik for 1200 and sell it here for 1400. That's a 20%. That's a 20% profit. Okay, I will leave here again. Let's go to Kuvor. Good. You can fuck off now. No. You'll do well. You'll know how to treat bandits and ruffians. Yes, Captain, I would. A queen's duty is to keep a road safe for decent folk. Make it so a woman can gather the firewood or draw the water without being accosted by some brooding, scabby ape of an outlaw. Anyway, you split the skulls of a number of such brutes in your time. Men would fear to even meet the eyes of a woman on the road if you were queen. Yeah, maybe taking the idea of King's Peace a bit too far there. Well, yes, I will try to keep order. I'll tell you what, Captain. Give me a few weeks and I'll go to some of these villages. Stinking holes that they are. But I reckon I can take care of myself these days. I'll tell the people there that once you unify this land, you'll wipe it clean of banditry. You'll erect gallows along the roads and keep them well staffed with broken-necked thieves, so that every passerby knows that the wages of indecency is death. Very good, you gotta do that. Indecency, sorry, that's how it was. Alright, there we go. 1000 again. Let's go talk to these guys. There he is. I like these snowy places, kinda nice. How's trade around here? Wow, that's just nothing here. That's nothing. I'm probably gonna forget that later though. So I'm gonna write that down, that there's nothing here. Oh yeah, it's cool. Nothing. I might check later though. Alright, let's keep going here. Let's go to I used to have an old trade route, but I would usually ignore the cities that didn't matter. Let's go to Wayward in here. They don't usually have anything though. So that and that. Fish sells great here. Let's take a walk around the streets. Okay, let's note that down here. Wayward Inn. Grapes. 1350. I mean, I know 15%. It's actually 15% more. No, it's not. Oh, no, it's not. It's just 1% more. Grain, and that's it. 1200. I mean, whether or not it's 35% or 36% or 20% or 22% doesn't matter. Rusty winged mace. Yeah, that one wouldn't be bad. Hummus. Well. Well, Hummus shouldn't really be fighting though. Please, he can fight. What's best here? Longer reach, but less damage. I'll take reach. Juventus. Look at this. Oh yeah, Jomus, you can wear this thing. I'll help you a little bit at least, if you get into a fight. I think that knocks them out too, right? Okay, let's go to cooldown now, then we're done with away gears here. I really want to get an army and just start smashing people though. I'm gonna do that soon, and then can set up enterprises. So, let's see here. What's in here? Like mace, there we go. Let's get a shield too. That one is really good. Scout shields are always great. Let me just check where they were again. Are there any new ones? Usually they would say main war. Fuck it, I forgot to mention it. That sucks. Network. Trade. Okay, that's a lot of shit here. So where are we now? We're in cooldown. I'll note that down. So we have cooldown. And they have rule. 1300. Iron. 1300. Grapes. Wow, that's great. 50%. 1500. Grain as well. Wow. These G names are good. 1500 as well. Chicken and pork. Seems like a lot of places have chicken and pork for 1200. There might not even be a profit actually in that. I do feel 1200 is very little. It has to be like 1300 for me. Or 1250 or so. Can he even ride? Oh, he can. Good. I don't know if I want to fight at Noah though. It's very hard for me to fight there. I think we're gonna go to. Well, let's just go to Ikamur. I mean, we should probably take the Swardians first, and then the plan could be that we just capture a bunch of lords and release them until they start to like us, and then earn a lot of money that way, you know, and we can go to other places and set up enterprises. That could be a decent idea. Yeah, too fast for me. Let's do that actually. Let's get a bunch of fucking lancers. Our companions can level up as we get experience from the total of it. So whenever we've done a fight, they'll get a bit of armor, right? Ah, he's up there. Let's get up to talk to him. Usually they have some spies at the Sonya Khan's town, Fulga. Wow. Seems like a lot of people need wool, huh? So I'm gonna note down here, what is this town? What the hell is this town? It's not Nera, it's not Tulga. Is it Halma? I think it is, right? I'm gonna note down Halma. Rule 1750. Iron 1250. Smoked fish. You can go down fish. 1250. Grapes. They have grapes in the Serenit Kingdom. 1300. Grain. $14.50 chicken. $12.50 pork. So yeah, it rings a bell now that pork and chicken are usually needed everywhere. Have I been here? Yes. Let me just check here again. So then we can buy a lot more. For now I'm just gonna check around. We'll start trading from next time on. Oh wow, salt is a great price here, huh? Alright, hello, you seem to be new here. Care to share your name? I'm Alina. Well met, Malina. I'm a master of the tournaments here at Tulga. Talk to me if you want to join my fights. Yeah, we lost that thing. Well, I hope you saw it in the video, otherwise I can put a voiceover on it. You can tell me in the comments. Go in here. Okay, let's note that down. Fulga. So, they have iron. 1200. I should probably note the highest thing first, right? Yeah, I should do that from now on. Fish. 1300. And grain. Alright. That's it. Let's go. No spice. No spice. Ah, it was Ecomore, not Halma. I'll note that down. It makes sense it was Halma Island, I will remember that. Let's go to Barry now, over here. Let's just get some more guys here. We're starting to upgrade them right away. Alright, Methyl, you can go as well. We don't need you. Wait, hold on. I suppose you know that I aspire to be queen of this land. Why not, Captain? I'm sure you make a fine queen, and of course I'd hope you remember the little people like myself who did your pretty turn on your scramble to a throne. Would you then support my cause? Of course, my lady, and what's more, I figure a girl like me could do a bit of service raising support with the lords of this land. I may have only had a small part in their schemes and intrigues over the years, but I think I know what they want, and given that I know their secrets, they'd not want to be denying me admission to their halls now, would they? No offense, but I'm not sure that's the approach I'd take. Interesting, please continue. Give me leave for a few weeks, and I'll do a little tour of my former employer's castles. I'll sing them a pretty song about what you'll do as queen, about all the ancient freedoms you'll restore. Let them rob their tenants and tax the merchants and fight their wars and spend themselves city without a thought to tomorrow, as a noble ought. What do you say to that, Captain? Not sure what nobles are gonna like that. I thought you were just gonna sleep with them or something. Part of it seems cheap here. I can't pay for that though. That's kinda cool. Must be over here. Maybe. There. Ah, yes. Holy moly, that's a lot here. Okay, so where are we? Let's take the highest first. Grain, right? Yes, grain. 1550. Then we have wool. Well, these are all gonna be 1350. Then we have fried meat. 1350. I thought you could make that easy since it's so hot out here. Wine. $1,300. I'm gonna say 50. Cheese. 1250. Cabbages. 1200. And beef. 1200. There we go, 7 items here. Let's go. 7. Take the arena out. Let's save. Let's go to Amirat. Check out what they have. Oh, nice. Uppercut. Okay, let's go here. God damn it, it's like a goddamn labyrinth. No idea where to go and so on. Kinda cool with that tree there. I go inside. Up here maybe? Wow, look at that, that looks cool. Ah, that's pretty awesome. An axe, a sword, and an arrow. Oh, damn it. He's probably down here actually. I had a feeling that he was not there, because that's one of these places where you walk around and around and around, he's not there. He's like right at the beginning or something like that. There he is. Alright, let's see here. So, we have dried meat. $1,300. We have cheese. We have fish actually. $12.50. We have cheese. $12.50. Oh, we have wine up here actually. Wine. $13.50. We have. Well, I mean, those for 11.98 and 11.97. Yeah, we could note that down too, because we don't down 1200. We can do the same here. I just don't think I'm going to sell them here, especially not who will have so many other places. Cabbages, I guess I can note down too. Here's some blunt weapons. Not bad. Have I been over tavern? Oh, whoops. Okay, no, not much there. I'm just gonna cut the episode here, and then I'm gonna take these towns afterwards, because I know this might be getting a little bit long here, and a tad boring. You might want to skip this episode or next one actually. If it might be a lot of the same here until I've been around everywhere. But meanwhile, I'm gonna train up my guys here, so we can get a huge Khergit army full of Khergit lancers here. And I need to level up my guys. Need to find my companions. Well, yeah, right now I'm just looking for my companions. I'm gonna check out all these prices. Gonna start trading. Gonna hire. So I have 50. I have my max amount of recruits I can have here, and then I'm gonna train them up. And then I think I'm gonna join the Sweaty and Civil War right away. I might just gonna start and butcher them all. Or yeah. I might join Ready if I can. But yeah, we're gonna help them as fast as we can here. It's like that. Okay. Seems like nothing really haven't happened yet. That's good. But yeah, I'll see you in the next episode then. We are at day 43 now, so I'll see you next time. Until then, take care, stay safe. I hope you have a very nice day. Bye for now.